Let's make fried eggplant. Hey guys, it's Mo. Okay, today we're gonna make some fried eggplant. So let's get started, follow along. First what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the ends of our, need a sharper knife. I'll be right back. Okay, let's try that again. So with a sharp knife, we're gonna cut our ends to our eggplant off. And then what I like to do is, I like to take the skin off because the skin is very tough on this purple eggplant, I find. My grandmother used to like to keep the skin on. She said that's where all of the nutrition was. But for me, I find that it makes it really, really chewy when you try to eat it. So I'm gonna take the skin off, and then I'm gonna come back and show you how we're gonna slice it. My grandmother who was a Sicilian Italian, like to cut it in disc like this. So we'll do a couple of these in round disc, and then about that thick. I like them kind of thick so that you can really taste the eggplant. But then I'm gonna go in also, and I'm gonna cut some slices like this. Like that. Oops. Slices like that, and then I'm gonna go and make some sticks, and that's like the way you usually get it when you go to a restaurant. It's traditionally done, I find, with sticks, at least in New Orleans it is. So I'll do them both ways and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I have everything sliced up. I have our sticks here, and then I have our rounds, and then for some of the larger rounds, what I went ahead and did was I cut those rounds in half. So now what we're gonna do, you have to spread them out on a pan and sprinkle them with salt so that it draws some of the water out of them. And that way it makes them crispier. So we're gonna lay this out on the pan here. And then I'm gonna go in, I'll show you how to do it with the sticks. Just gonna go in and just sprinkle them with some salt. We're gonna let that sit for a few minutes and I'll do the rest. All right, so this is what we've got. They're all laid out on the pan, and I'm gonna let these sit with some salt on them for about 15 minutes. And then we'll come back and then we'll start building our breadcrumbs and seasoning. Okay, here in a bowl for our egg wash, I've got 4 eggs in this bowl right here. I'm gonna put a little bit of milk in here. Some people will rinse their eggplant after they've salted it, and I can't get this milk off. Okay, here we go. Some people will rinse their eggplant off of the salt that we sprinkled on it, but I'm gonna leave the salt on. I didn't heavily salt it. I just salted it just a little bit just to kind of draw that moisture out. Some people will put their salt in their egg wash, and some people will put their seasonings in their egg wash also. I like to do all of that in the dry bowl. So I'm just adding a little bit of milk here, and then I'm just gonna whip this up. And then once we get finished whipping this up, we'll set it aside. I'm adding a little more milk because I don't think I have enough. Those eggs were tiny. So I'm gonna add a little bit more here. So I guess it's been maybe about a half a cup to those. The eggs that I had were 3 tiny little eggs. And then I had 1 regular size egg. So I did that to about a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup of milk. Okay, in this bowl, we're gonna do the breadcrumbs. I just use seasoned breadcrumbs. So I'll add the seasoned breadcrumbs here. I'll add this Parmesan cheese. I have just a little bit left in the bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump all of that. And you're gonna finish these with Parmesan too right before you serve them. I'm gonna do a little granulated onion, so we like flavor in our food. And a little granulated garlic. And then we're gonna go in with some salt. This is kosher salt, just a tiny bit because I already salted those, so I don't wanna put too much salt. And black pepper. And then we'll start building. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just patting these dry for any moisture that came up from us salting them. And once you're sure that they're totally dry, you can start dipping and breading them. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and then dip them in the egg wash and bring them over here. I try to do my hand a wet and a dry. Sometimes I forget and it gets all messed up. So once it's nicely coated, I'm just gonna set these aside and then I'll start doing all of these. And then I've got the oil warming up right now, so we'll move over to that as soon as I finish doing all of these. And it's okay to put a bunch of these in at a time if you want. It kind of moves things along a little bit faster. So it's usually a pretty quick process. A little quick tip when you are breading them, I'm doing the sticks now. I like to really kind of not just toss them in the breadcrumbs. I like to kind of like really kind of press it on there to make sure that it sticks well. So that it looks like that. Okay, we've got everything all breaded. Looks nice. Now we're gonna go fry. Okay, so we have our oil heating up here. Our eggplant ready to go. And what I like to do once they're finished frying, I put them on a cooling rack. That way it keeps them crispy on all sides, because if it sits on the paper towels, sometimes I find that it makes them get a little soggy. Okay, as you probably saw, I put a piece in there to test it to see if we were hot enough. So I think we're good to go, but I'm gonna try to give it one more little test. What I like to do is just kind of break off a little piece and throw it in there and see how it sizzles. And I think it looks like it's ready to go. So let's get started. All right, so we'll go in with our rounds first. I think the heat can be a little bit higher. Turn it up. And I don't want to put too many in because I don't want to crowd the pan and bring the temperature down. We'll just do that. That way we have enough room around for it to get brown on all sides and not take the temperature down. You take a peek and see how they're looking on the other side. I think they need to go a little bit longer. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start flipping them. It's looking good. They are looking really good. Beautiful color. Okay, these are nice and brown. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. Show you. Nice and brown. And I'm going to put them on my rack here. And I have my oven on warm, so I'll stick them in the oven to keep them warm and crispy. And then we'll just kind of keep going. All right, our sticks are going in. Okay, so we have most everything fried up here, looking good. And I'm gonna plate some. So my daughter hasn't been feeling good today, so I'm gonna go send her some. So we'll just kind of put these few of the round ones on a plate, a couple of the sticks. And I'm gonna come back and sprinkle it with some Parm cheese. Okay, let's give it a taste test.
This is the best part. I get to come in for the taste test.
And look, for all of you children not wearing sunscreen, lesson to you.
One more week of the patch, and it's all good.
He's all good.
I'm all good.
Okay,
What am I
so
doing?
here, let's give it a test.
What is this?
What do you mean, what is it?
I mean, what is this?
Fried eggplant. Oh,
Well,
this
no.
I'm sending down the 40 because she doesn't feel good.
Okay.
So,
Here we go.
Okay,
Cheers. No, it's very good. And I'm not a fried eggplant guy, to be truthful.
it's got a lot of flavor though, right?
Got a lot of flavor.
You got to give it a try.
But wait, don't turn it off yet. Y'all look this up. Y'all let me know if eggplant has any nutritional value for you. I heard it doesn't. Doesn't put any weight on. Doesn't give you any
Doesn't matter. It tastes good, right?
whatever. Just check it out for yourself.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, let's finish plating these. Put a couple of more sticks on here. And I'm going to sprinkle it with a little Parmesan. And there we have it. It's so good. You gotta try it.